Cass, can you hear me? Okay, cool. The sound is weird because we're on my phone right now. Because the Gundam desk is not the normal desk. Oh yeah, no, okay. I don't even know where we ended. It's been like a month and a half or something like that. This desk is a mess. What have I been doing? We have shoulders. You guys can't really see anything there, can you? Oh, can you hear the AC going? That's unfortunate. I guess the phone YouTube stream doesn't have sound dampening. Is that going to be too loud and background noise? You can hear the AC more than me. Okay, well let's turn that off then, and I'll just suffer. Okay, how's that? So we need that piece. Damn. It's gonna get real warm in here real fast. Piece A10. A10. So we have to do this kind of ghetto style, right? So I've got the phone holder that I've been using to record all my card videos. I hooked it up to this desk instead because that's not very difficult. But obviously I can't use the Elgato webcam because that's over at the main desk. So we're streaming off the phone. And then because the phone is right here, I can't really look at chat, so I brought my iPad over, so I'm reading the chat off of my other account. We're doing it real ghetto style, because it's pretty much the only way it's going to work. Not like I plan on streaming a lot like this. This is just kind of an impromptu thing. It's not slime related. It's not card opening related. It is just me sitting here doing something that I should have done months and months and months ago. It's not going to be very interesting. There's going to be no background noise. It's literally just going to be me clipping away some pieces. And it's not even cool like the ASMR videos that people make Gunpla 2 because I can't do all the fun clicking sounds. A18. I don't even know where the... Okay, yeah. Like I can kind of see where the phone is. You should just put the AC back on for background noise. I feel like that'll be too much background noise then. Maybe when it gets a little bit too unbearably warm in here, we'll turn it back on. What does that sound though, cat? What are you doing? So we've got A18, A5. We need piece B. B. Okay, we're out of B's there, so let's go to this one. B. And B7. B7. And F12. This is quite unwieldy, isn't it? Okay, I'm not a professional model building YouTuber, okay? Just give me a fucking break. We're not experienced in this, okay? What do I clip off and what do I not clip off here? Okay, well, I already committed to that, so hopefully it's the right click. Although having this phone in a way is kind of not making the process any smoother. Okay, we've got undergate here. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see everything. Well, guess what the cat was doing? Oh, licking the spot that her wound is under the vest. Therefore, the vest stays on. Shock surprise. Someone can't be trusted. It seems to be flat enough. How much of this do I clip off? Where does it even go? In this piece. Oh, we clipped off exactly enough. Holy shit. If I had clipped off any more, it wouldn't have fit anymore. How fortunate. Now we know for the next one. Also, I'm told my fingers look like shit for a guy who's trying to do card opening pack or pack opening videos because it's all just cards and fingers. And if I don't have perfectly manicured fingers, it looks like ass. And to that I say, too damn bad. The God Hand Nipper gets like 99% of the residue off. So unless you're a complete and utter psychopath like me, you don't really need to go back with an X-Acto knife on it. But I'm me, so we're going back with an X-Acto knife because I'm a psychopath. Which I think a lot of the times I end up doing more harm than good because I end up just slicing into the piece instead. Oh well, okay. So we've got did I nick the wrong piece here? Should have been A10, right? Yeah, no, I'm right. And A18, no, we're good. We're good. A10. No, I want this piece. Right? A10 and A18. No, I have both. This just isn't meshing in my head for some reason. Okay, it goes like that. So this piece, the horizontal line goes on top. Okay, that is not what I'm looking at right now. I promise I've made models before, guys. I promise. Okay, we're just looking at the orientation wrong because this instruction booklet is kind of ass. Okay, I kept thinking it should have been like vertical like this, but it needs to be horizontal like that, and then the picture lines up. But the way the picture looks, it looks fucking vertical. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. I'm just so used to Bandai's instruction booklets being just straight on. And then we get this kind of Kotobukiya brand that I have been told multiple times that it's kind of terrible. That is in. We'll put this piece on the back of it. And that'll lock that little horn thing in. Hello from Jamaica. Sorry for being late. I mean, you're not really missing anything, if we're going to be completely honest. There's not really much to see here. Reality is here as well. I don't need any summoning luck today. Reality, you're free to go do something else if you want. We're just going to be boring. But I figured we can be boring together. Okay, that is one side complete. Let's do the other one now. Same pieces, different orientation. But we'll clear out this runner, because we only need that piece, and that piece. I was playing Expedition 33 before this. We're in the final act, but right now I'm trying to be a loot whore and go clear a whole bunch of side objectives and stuff. I'm told that it's like a 30-hour campaign with another 30 hours for side stuff. I think we're about to hit that extra 30 hours for side stuff. Mainly because I've been taking my sweet-ass time. And I suck. And it takes me forever to try and get boss patterns down. Because for some reason, I just think that I know better. And I'm like, no, it's okay, I'll get it. And then I don't actually like time anything, or I don't really try and practice. And then we're just kind of fucked. But it's okay. I'll figure it out. Eventually. We're almost done with this one too. But now we have more room on my organization thing. We need that one now. Yeah, what I really should do is I should move my fucking pieces out of the way, because they're in the fucking way. Alright, legs. We have legs. You're going away from the building area. We've got arms, which I think we're going to need soon, so you'll go over here. The main body. And then the piece we're working on, and the shoulders, and the head we probably don't need right now either. Hopefully I don't knock those into oblivion. And I don't know what this is. But I'm sure we'll need it for something. Okay. Oh, did I clip off too much of that? I may have. Vic. We did what I told myself I shouldn't do, and now that piece isn't going to fit, probably. Because I'm an idiot. Where's that piece going? It's going right here. Yep, no, I'm an idiot. This, I don't know if you can tell. Maybe against the white right here. That looks to be like a straight edge right there, and there should be a little piece jutting out to the side. That way it gives it a little bit more balance, and then it would go into... It would go into this slot that has a bit of a wider gap But now it doesn't go in and doesn't stay still. 'Cause I suck. Shock surprise. Okay, well. Unfortunate. We'll still try and put it in there. They really should have, on the runner, really spaced that out so it's not such a tight cut. Okay, well, because it should stick up like that, right? I don't know if it's going to do that now. Your summons were solo leveling were so bad. It's because you keep giving me all the luck and you can't take it for yourself. I appreciate your willing sacrifice. Also, I know there aren't a lot of people here right now, but I appreciate you being here. As we do nothing but razor blade plastic away. We are your loyal fan base. Shocking to know that I have a fan base. It's not shocking. I have been doing this for a while, but what's the correct term? I'm surprised people want to listen to me. That was the main concern when I started YouTube and started doing the content just in general. Like, does anyone even give a shit? My friend told me that I needed to be more energetic, more pep in my step, and I said, yeah, I don't have time for that. I think I've told that story on stream a couple of times now. But it was advice given that I didn't listen to, and I think I'm glad I didn't listen to him, because I don't think I could be jumping up and down for joy every time I go to pity when I pull the new unit, or even if I pull it early, I can't be screaming my head off. I don't particularly enjoy when people do that when I'm watching content, so if I don't want to watch it, and I'm the one that's going to be doing it, think That's the problem, right? That would be a problem right there. Okay. Let's put this piece in now. Let's go the other way because it'll be more stable. Perfect. And then this piece goes into the square. And then here's the piece that it's just not going to work. We got to figure out a way to make it work. Like, we're just going to have to... Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to balance this and just push this in and... Oh, see, now I don't actually think that's going to work because it's just going to be too fucking flimsy. We might have to glue it. Yeah, because it's just going to come right out. Yeah, we're going to have to glue that. Okay, good job. Good job. But let's glue it when it's in, right? Or put the glue. Funny thing is I've never had to use glue on a model kit until this kit, ever. Well, the good news is that sets very quickly. I feel like I should dab some on around the base as well. Yeah, okay, we'll let that set. If we're able to play Slime for more than 3 months, we can come to Vibe in the stream. I mean, you don't have to play for more than 2 hours if you want to come watch me do something stupid, but... What are we making? We are making the White Glint model kit from Armored Core for Answer. One of my most favorite mech games ever to come out. It's not a Bandai model kit, and it's very, very apparent when building this that it's not a Bandai kit. Okay, so hopefully that sets. I think this thing dries just stupid fast. Vapor, harmful, eye irritant, do not sniff. The bond sets in minutes. So in theory, this thing should be like ready to go soon. Alright, we won't fuck with that anymore. Well, we need the body. We need a few more pieces first. Okay. A11. Didn't I just toss A? What the fuck? There's another piece here. Oh shit, there is. A11. We were not done with this. You fucking idiot. probably keeps the head stable. That would have been just alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Alright, now it's empty. Alright, so we got that piece. G37. G37. 37. Looks like some vents or something. We'll cut kind of away from this. I need 2 of those, but there are 2 Gs. It's a double G. It's quite a big runner too, so it makes sense. I mean, what? What are we talking about? Don't mind me, I'm just rambling. Okay, double Gs are done. How about triple Ns? Oh god. Feel bad for them. Okay, N23. I assume you guys can see what I'm doing. Like maybe if I don't hold it down here, but if I like hold it over the fucking mat like I should, then you know I think people can see what I'm doing. N22 and 21. 22, 21. Okay, got an N, A, and G, G. Okay. We've been live for 36 minutes and I've made like 2 pieces. Such is the life of model kit building, especially when you aren't fast at it. Like I've seen guys who can make a high grade in like an hour. I would never. I could never do that. They make a high grade in a day or less or a couple hours, and I'm like, this model kit has literally taken me months. But also, I haven't really been putting every single waking dedicated second into it. We've kind of been a little busy with, you know, half anniversary stuff going on and just normal life stuff, and Expedition 33 kind of taking up the rest of the free time. So model kits always get pushed to the very lowest of the totem pole. I'm not really caught up on all my anime either, but at least I've watched some of it. Brush off the X-Acto knife. Gets a lot of plastic residue, makes cutting things hard. feel like I shouldn't cut off all of that. I just need to cut off the excess. Yeah, there should be like 4 points on this. Okay. So tomorrow, because I'm just going to talk to fill the void of silence. Tomorrow, I am leaving the house early because there is a air rifle competition, but outdoors. Last season, the winter, it was indoors, and I haven't told anybody that I would do the indoor part or the outdoor part of it. But there's a match going on tomorrow, and I do want to go check it out and just kind of see how it differs, or if the only difference is it's literally just outdoors. And if that's the case, well then, yeah, there's not much of a difference, except for maybe shooting conditions because of the wind. But I'm gonna go check that out tomorrow morning. All right, that clicked in, so that works. Thank you. Also, something to note is that I will be gone at the end of the month, for maybe not all the end of the month, but a lot of it. What is this doing? Huh. So I don't know if we're gonna get, if you guys are gonna get a Jubilee video out of me, because I have to go to Minnesota for a wedding, and I believe that weekend, like I leave Thursday, and most likely Jubilee will start Thursday. So you might get a community post of the team I use, but probably not a video this time. Okay, so we need the extra room up top here. And that goes right here. Oh. We're gonna have to glue that thruster in probably too. Why isn't there another one? Did I lose it? Did I break it? I think I broke it. And we'll figure that out later. Okay, all those pieces are in. Time to, oh nope, we got the front pieces. How do these go on? Do they go forward like that? What? Oh. Oh, okay, I see. I see. They're doing something else here. The most tedious parts to build with the white glint is it's the many shoulder back boosters. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that so far. Okay, so that's done. We can now attach the shoulder pieces. Oh, no, come on. Nope. We want this. Oh, did I fuck that up? I may have fucked that up. Oh, yeah, we gotta take that apart. Yeah, look at me. I'm smart. That should have gone in there before I put it together. Hooray. Alright, we gotta take that apart. Why don't I play Dragon Ball Legends? Because I don't like the active gameplay. I'm very much a passive player, which is why I like turn-based slime. It's why I like Dokkan. I don't have to pay attention, and if I let the game sit there for an hour, it will just sit there for an hour. I have a Dragon Ball Legends account. It's not very good. I'll tell you that right now. I don't really summon for it. I don't even log in. It just kind of exists on my phone. Well, we done fucked that up. God damn it. I don't have one of those like official piece separators either. And it's getting warm in here. Okay, how do we get around this? Nope, can't do that yet. I think we're cooked, guys. I think I've just fucked the model up. You're a fucking idiot, you know that. Of course, I pushed them both together too, so I'm gonna have to do this again. Even if once I even get this part done, if I can, we're gonna have to do it for the other one as well. if you were to choose a game to buy and play, not sure if you answered already, but would you Clasher? Yes, you still haven't bought Persona. I would still buy Persona first, especially if you are not good at Elden Ring or Dark Souls kind of dodging and parrying mechanics, because Expedition 33 assumes that you are good at those or you will become good at them. And if you rage at that kind of style of gameplay, E33 is going to be a bit rough on you, because it is very much a core gameplay mechanic. And knowing you, I've never heard you talk about Elden Ring, so I'm going to assume that that is not high on your list, to which I would say get Persona. God, we almost got it. This is going to be a 3-hour stream of me trying to rip this one piece apart. Okay, I got it. We're gonna have to re-glue that piece though. That will just chill again while it dries. Hopefully I didn't damage that piece too much. It should have looked like that. It should have been a connected like side body piece and then the shoulder sticking out of that. I need to hook that in before I put the rest of it together. But we did not follow directions. Oh, see, look. Okay, so I broke that piece right there. That peg came out. So we will put that back together. We'll put this piece back on. Secure that in there. Okay, now we can do this. Okay, that's a lot of gap right there. That thing is in. Okay. So that broken stub will bond to its old point. That hook thing, horn thing is doing that. So now I got to rip the other one out. Hooray. Now, thankfully, this one's like already coming off. Perfect. Build quality. Always important. Maybe this won't be as hard. I don't want to break this though, so we're taking you out. Let's just avoid that and having to glue something else together. Yeah, this piece is just like not together. Can I put this in now? Without having to take it all apart? Yes. Okay. Kind of. But I don't trust it. Ooh. Can you change Fern with Christmas Momiji? I mean, yeah. They're not doing exactly the same thing, but if that's your best ult resistance down debuffer, and you don't have like, I'm assuming you're running the Spirit Master team, and if you don't have Earth Elmesia, then yes. Okay. Put this. Oh. Flung that piece at myself. You know what? We're going to glue that anyways. I know we have the part there that it needed. I don't trust it. So you're just going to get slathered in glue, okay? Yeah, let that sit in there for a second. I'm happy I bought it because I like the white glint. And I like Raphael, or not Raphael, but I like Armored Core, sorry. But goddamn, this model is an interesting build. Oh, you're running the Freyren team, and you want Momiji instead of Fern. I mean, yeah, you can, unless the stage is not wanting you to pierce, and then you kind of have a problem because Momiji's giving you pierce, which would nerf your damage. But if you're trying to do just like content as it is, like you're trying to do this current beatdown battle where you can pierce, then you're fine. It's just that Fern is your single target nuker, which Freyren can do enough damage to be good enough for that. But you're also missing the synergy buff and the EX ult damage, and that is pretty hefty. Okay, so now that that's active, we can put these on. So by their powers combined, it will go like this. All right, one side, two sides. And then these little covers cover the vents. Kinda. And I mean, they kinda do. Well, they're supposed to click in. Okay. Well, there's the top body and the boosters on the back. Cool. Now I got a whole bunch of other pieces to put on here. F19 and 16. At least we had moved past that step. 19 and 16 right here. Two pieces. A lot of B's. Oh, gotta knock the legs over. Okay. B12, B13 right here. And a lot of N's. Okay. 2 N8s. Well, here's one. N12 and N15. No. N14 and 15. So these right here. N6. And we need the other N8 off the other thing. Okay. Clean up these pieces. So I did the Union Battle videos, like the Extreme and the Inferno ones. They'll go up over the next couple of days. It's hugely frustrating that the difficult fight you can only do once and then you can never do it again. So it's like, how the fuck do I do showcases here? The first one, like if you go a couple extra turns, he'll be invincible, and then you can nuke and you can pretend that the damage I do there is the damage on the nuke turn, and then you would just kill, right? And that's kind of what we did. But then for the second fight, we just have to take it for granted that other teams can get it done without actually trying it, because he doesn't have an invincibility turn, and obviously if you nuke him and you kill, then you're done. You can't do it anymore, and I'm puzzled by that that reasoning. It's not like you can play the stage endlessly and get a ton of rewards. Like you get the first clear bonus and that's it, and you get the one mission for doing it. But like, what's the harm in going back? But I guess that would also fall in line. And what's the harm of having all the beatdown battles in one fucking tab? like the Tempered Edges and the Conquest. Like, how is that so fucking difficult? Is it because of the file size of the game? Because putting all those events back in at once, having them for the past 2.5 years would make the game too big when the game is also quite large to begin with? I don't think that's the reason, but I'm not a game dev. Well, yeah, I didn't use Warrior's Mind because we all know that can do it. It's only 3.5 million damage. It's just that the older teams with not as powerful gimmicks will struggle. Like I know for a fact New Year's Blessing won't do it because New Year's Blessing couldn't even do the first stage without a lot of help. Like rearrange the team kind of help. Like, oh yeah, you have Shion and Rimuru. Congratulations, you have. That's the extent of your New Year's team. That kind of help. And then Freeman can do it, obviously. But instead of doing those two teams for the second video, I used Divine General. Is it the most fun and efficient thing to use? God, no. Can it get it done? Oh, yeah. It totally can. And then I kind of, at the end of the video, I kind of go through the spreadsheet and be like, all right, what teams theoretically could get it done? Yes, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, yeah, no, 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 no. That's what the video. It just ended up being the one Divine General run because that takes the amount of time for 3 teams worth of runs right there. And then a whole bunch of speculation and a bunch of I think it'll work. Do you play that Gundam mobile game UC Engage? No. Because that game is too hands off. Like I'm kind of in that weird spot where I like games that you can take a while, but I still like to play the game. Like the UC Engage game, like I played it for a day when it came out, and it's pretty much you pick your units and they go off and do things, and you don't really have all that much control over the actual gameplay, except minus a special move here and there. I don't like those games. I want to be in full control, but I also want it to be on my own terms. So I know I'm being very, very, very picky. But at the same time, if I'm going to put some time into it, I'm going to make sure that it's a game that I enjoy. And if I don't enjoy it, well, then we just don't play it. Like that Eminence in Shadow game that one of my mods likes. He plays that. I don't know if he still plays it, but you know, I like Eminence in Shadow, but when it came to the actual gameplay, like they kind of did their own shit, and then you pressed a button once in a while, and they did their special, and it's like that's not the kind of game I'm looking for. Hey, remember when the stream title says, let's try and finish my model? Yeah, we're not going to finish it today. I'm just going to be realistic about that. Not at the pace we're going. Which is fine. It just means we'll have to do another one of these. Or 3. Woo! Or I break it, and then we just end the stream because there's nothing to build anymore. That's not true. I have another model waiting in the living room. It's an actual Gundam, though. Not a knockoff. You're having a difficult time clearing Conquest Prime. Conquest Prime is endgame content, and it requires very specific team builds because you can only use the units that use the weapons and all that shit. It's not something that you're going to be able to just breeze through because you might not just have a lot of units that use katanas or something. Oh, do we have that backwards? We have that backwards. Okay, let's just put these on first then. Right. Well, maybe not. Oh, no, that fits much more flush. Okay. Oh my god, look guys, we finished the body and shoulder, or the booster. Yay! What are we building next? Or we're building the boosters themselves. Oh, okay. One, whatever the fuck that is. Oh, I think that's the pelvis. Okay. Well, let's build that then. Actually, I think we're almost done with the actual white glint, and then we have to build the fucking big-ass rocket ship booster that it is attached to. Suggestion for conquest, like the general protector you can use. Yeah, like Exalted Champion Velzard or Warrior's Mind Shuna. Just a strong protector that can get you what you need. I don't remember all the different specifics for Conquest Prime, like what each stage actually requires of you, like what every enemy is doing. I don't remember that exactly. But if you can use, I mean, if anything, if you have it, you can just use Reckoning or Vengeance in that case, because those stages are pretty old. You could Vengeance or Reckoning your way through it and just cheese the shit out of it, because you can use free-to-play units, any of them. It's just the 5-star units have that weapon type restriction. Okay, C13 and 15, assuming those are, yep, you. Conquest Prime really can't hold up to any EX characters. It came out when Valor Cup was first introduced, which was the first anniversary, somewhere around there. So it's missing a whole bunch of power. Okay. Need some different pieces. H, H, and O. H, H, O. Did this die? No, it sure did. Alright, H, H, O. I need M. M as well. Okay, and then I need piece F. F27. So funny thing about that that pack opening video I put out today, the Dragon Ball Z one. Yeah, I recorded that like middle of last month. That card show was mid-May or mid-April, if not a bit earlier than that. But I've just been so behind on releasing those because I've been prioritizing slime content because that's what the channel's about, that we are just now getting to that. I think I have enough pack opening videos to legitimately last me one a week for 2 months. Like, that's how behind I am on releasing those. But while I'm gone in Minnesota for the end of this month, you might see a bit more because I'll need filler. I'm not bringing any of my recording stuff to my cousin's wedding, mainly because I haven't seen any of that side of the family since before COVID was a thing, which means they're gonna want to hang out, and I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time to myself. And by the time I get back to the hotel room at the end of the night, I'll probably be just too fucking exhausted from peopling that I'll be like, yeah, no, recording not happening. Is that where that goes? No, no. It goes there. Okay. So like this. So this side, you'll go here. And you'll slide in. There we go. All right, do we have all the pieces? Side, side, insert, insert, middle insert, bottom with the insert. Yes. All right, put it together. Let's try and not be stupid as fuck like last time. Okay. Connector done. Okay, I need 09 right here. Okay. C11. 11. It's like a vent. And H. 24 times 2. 24. Ooh, yeah. That phone is warm. Let's see. What does chat have to say? I'm just glad Divine General Raph is getting some love and use now. Well, yeah, I mean, Raphael is a bit restricted. He's only really buffing 2 elements, so if you spend 7 months not on a darker space team, he's kind of not the best use case. But we just got a really strong dark team. I feel like I'm doing something wrong with the spirit team. I can't do Inferno 1 stage even with Jean. Yeah, that sounds like you are using something wrong. You're sending blue orbs and stacking with your protector hero for all 8 turns, using all of the 90-point skills on turn 8 to nuke. Inferno 1 does have like 60 something million HP, so if you're a new player with no gear and everything like that, then that might just be your struggle, and it might just be not a skill issue, it might just be a gear issue. Oh, I forgot. Thanks to your Jubilee Blitz video, I can go rank 15 in your group. Congrats. I'm glad they helped you out. Ooh. Back in the early days of me doing content, I used to put like all of the runs in one video. Like it would just be one normal battle video, and it'd be like an hour long. And I would do both the boss battles in one video, and that would be like 45 minutes long because I'd be putting a whole bunch of teams together. That got very unwieldy, and no one wants to watch an hour-long video for a gacha game unless it's something really, really, really specific, like a beginner's guide. So eventually, I think someone in the comments was like, hey, how about next time you break it up? That way we can go find the individual video for the stage itself. And I was like, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Thank you for that suggestion. And then not only did people just enjoy that more, but the views for all the Jubilee battles videos like quadrupled. Because now instead of watching one long ass video, which no one wanted to watch, they were watching 5 videos. So it helped the channel. So I appreciate whoever back then told me to split the videos up. I can't remember who that was for the life of me. It was too long ago. Okay, so the vent goes up front. The 2 side pieces, it really doesn't matter. What time is it anyways? 6:59. Alright, and then I assume we're gonna want to fit this flush right? Like that. Yep. Okay. The waist area coming together. Next, C5. Probably the skirt thing right here. Yeah. Oh, there's a white one. That's the exact same color. Huh, interesting. Isn't there a free ticket where that Shuna is an option? Yeah, you can definitely use the free ticket to get Shuna, but I would not recommend doing that. Like, Shuna is one of the worst EX characters to come out. Just straight up. And I'm not trying to be like a Shuna hater, because Shuna just got a godly protector. But Vengeance Shuna, Furry Shuna, is an abomination. Just because of how her kit was released in a defensive meta that didn't need DPS. Kind of like how Frey for Reckoning got that huge, massive damage buff that was completely and utterly never used. And I have yet to put her on a team to buff anybody with it because it's just so fucking stupid and useless. It's like, yes. I mean, I'm sure she's used in Valor Cup, if anything. I'm sure that the Sweats probably use her for Valor Cup. And to that I say, have at it. But for 99% of people, including myself, Frey's support skill is just a complete utter waste of time. And the only reason the Sweat's user in Valor Cup is because of her HP skill and being a magic buffer. Right? Magic attack and EX ult damage. But I'm fairly certain most people right now are... Well, they might be running Elmezia, actually, still. So they would probably help out. I don't know. I do not sweat Valor Cup. I'm always in, like, the dead last ranking of all the sweats that play Valor Cup because they're prioritizing HP stuff and doing a whole bunch of rigmarole, and I just don't have time for that. Okay. N3 and N4, these tiny little guys up here. Okay, and then F25. F25. 25. Any other team to clear Inferno of the current beatdown battle? I'm gonna have to go look at the comments of that video, see if anyone posted anything else. You're pretty much like there's not a lot of teams that can do 64 million damage just straight up, especially if they're type neutral. So you've either got it or you don't. But Inferno is, I know it's for the bingo mission, and everyone cares about that bingo mission to get that ticket and to get the union contribution, but for most people, unless you're summoning on that meta, it's not going to happen. So if you're like a mildly new player that only has a team but it's not very strong and you don't have any other options, Inferno, it's not going to be doable for you. And it's not like a skill issue or anything. It's just that the game is very specific on what teams can do such certain things. And Inferno Beatdown Battle is where they really start to prioritize you having the most current team. And they create the problem of, I can't beat this stage, so I want to summon. Or you gotta summon to beat it. And falling into that trap is never a good idea. Which is why most of my shitty summon videos are no. A lot of the units aren't very good on other teams, or they're only going to be good for like this one beatdown battle, and then when it's gone, it's going to be back to kind of not great. You don't want to be caught up in the, I want to beat this one stage, so we got to spend all our crystals on this kind of throwaway meta. I'm not saying that this meta specifically is a throwaway, because it is the half anniversary unit meta. But all turns with blue hands, using Jean with the ultimates, getting Leon in the back when he has 2 alt bars, and using all 90-point skills with Velzard stun. And you do around 70%. Yeah, that means you're missing another support character then. I don't know what your team is, but I assume if you have the whole team, you're running Leon, Velzard, Jean, and that's good. You're gonna need something else though. You're gonna need another unit in there. So, like, if you have Visions of Coleus Violet or Visions of Coleus Blanc, or hopefully you're sending the alt, like the Velzard alts to get more power, weakness strike. It's just that Leon needs more support to do that much damage. Okay. How the fuck? Okay. Is that the waist done? No, it sure is. Okay. Well, let's put that together then. So, one leg there. One leg there. We got some flexible movement of the hips. Okay. Legs are standing. Joined up. Cool. Now we gotta build the boosters. Okay. Let's look at chat. This is what I have to do right here. I'm streamceptioning myself. Also, this Inferno does a good chunk of damage, so it must be a team that gets consistent healing. Yeah, that's another thing, is that if you're not having some sort of defensive mechanic, you're just gonna die. Even with timestamps, people still don't want to watch them. Oh yeah, for the old videos, yep. It's just that they see an hour, be like, I don't have time for that, and they just don't. They ignore it. Prosper team, I got Rimuru and Lumi. Who can sub for Elmesia? Fern. Fern or the new Leon. Leon probably the best bet, because I assume that you don't have Fern. But Leon is an Earth character. He is magic, which means that he can have his orbs changed. He can get buffed fully by the rest of the team. Vengeance Velzar is what carried you through the game. Yep, she'll do that. Yeah, I wanted to do Inferno plus for the crystals and skill fusion, but since I pulled Warrior's Mind 2, I don't want to spend my remaining 2k crystals just to get shafted. That is a smart idea. Warrior's Mind 2 will clear 90% of the game. The 90% that you need to care about. It won't clear certain Infernos or Dyers, but it'll clear all of Conquest Calamity. It'll clear the Union Battle stuff. It'll clear the Crucible. It'll clear Tempered Edge. It'll clear EX2 of the Beatdown Battle. Like, it will do most of the game. And as long as a team can do most of the game, then it's worth doing. Like, the Spirit Master team, I don't know if it can do most of the game. A lot of stages are built for speed teams, and while the alt rush is nice, it makes it not quite as bad as a traditional blue stacking team. There are going to be some places where you're going to suffer a little bit. It's weird because I have the Divine General team, and clearing all the Inferno battles is a piece of cake in the rerun, and both teams should be around the same gear. Yeah, you should probably go look at the health stats of Milim versus Milim. I think it's Milim that you're fighting in Divine General. And then we're nuking Milim again, maybe? Or who? Just go compare the HP stats of Inferno 1 Divine General versus Inferno 1 of Spirit Master, and you'll understand why you're having success in one and not the other. Reality, am I having fun? I mean, yeah. I'm getting stuff done. We've made progress. That's the most important part. But the Spirit Master team doesn't get close to the first Battle Inferno with your current gear or support units. Yeah, and Inferno is endgame content. You're expected to have a good team, not just I have the meta, so let's blaze through it. That'll get you through EX2. It won't get you through Inferno. I wish I had good gear, which is enchanted. Not gonna lie, I love watching videos you posted before I started playing. You find it fun. Well, I appreciate you watching. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? We gotta build boosters. 2 of them. I think once we clear this page and this page, we'll be done with the main body. And then the rest will be kind of add-ons and stuff. And then the boosters and all that. That's how to transform it. I don't need to do that. Yeah, and then this is the fucking rocket ship. Yeah, we'll save that for a different day. So yeah, let's finish this page and we'll call it good, because that should take another fucking hour or something, and by then it'll be 8:13. There's nothing in the news, right? There's no content preview or anything like that, or anything new that was put in that I need to cover for the game. Some Clasher, can you let me know? Okay, gotta make 2 of these. E7, E6. No, I checked nothing new. All right, thank you. I don't expect anything new until Monday night. At least content-wise. I need these ones too. E10 and E12, yeah. Oh, we'll finish off this one too. Actually, we'll finish both of them off, because I'm making 2 of these. Let's keep these pieces together since we know that they're going to be on the same booster. All right. Done. Get the other ones. Also, Clasher, can you do me another favor? Jaded called me right before I started the stream, but I'm streaming. I don't know if she knows that I'm streaming right now. So can you ping her in mod chat or something and say, Joker saw your call, but he's streaming right now? Okay, I need pieces from G. Oh, a lot of pieces. Okay, 36, 38, 43. 36. Right, G36. Yes. G36, 38, 43. They all look the same. they're all just little booster pod things. And then I need to do it again. Thank you, Clasher. Okay, I need more G pieces. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's build these first before I do anything else. We'll just keep those off to the side. When I was younger and I was building Gunpla 1, I started using scissors, and that's just the worst way to make a model kit is with scissors instead of nippers. But fuck, I didn't know. I was like 12 years old. But also, I used to cut every piece out one at a time. So I'd cut one piece and then look, and then I'd put it together with another piece, and then I'd look and then cut out another piece. I wouldn't just look at like the panel itself and be like, oh hey, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. I wouldn't just cut all those out at once and just put it together then. A lot of time wasted. I think that's just like a rookie error that most beginner model builders would make, though. So I got this new mouse with programmable buttons, and I just found out I can use it to fast swap between channels in Discord. Oh, that's nice. Are you really going between that many channels in Discord? Do you need a specific button for it? Oh, hey, Clasher, you want to do my World Tournament? World Tournament's going on right now. Everybody's favorite. More fun than Jubilee. More fun than Jubilee and Valor Cup combined. Trust. No, no, not this again. Come on, Clasher, buddy, pal. You missed Dokkan that much. You can't wait to get back in a world tournament. Now I see what you mean. Divine General Dire 2 is 25 million, Spearmaster Inferno 1. Yeah, exactly. That's the level of power creep that this game introduces. So in 6 months' time, the hardest stage, the stage with the most HP, is now a third of not even the hardest fight. Half, about half, is half of not even the most difficult stage. How much does Dire 2 has like 120 million HP or something like that for Spirit Master? Something wild. Okay, how are these going in? Ooh. Is that how they're supposed to be, like that? I don't really see any other way they would be, so I'm going to assume yes. Alright, and then this one is pointing out. Oh, and that needs to be on top. Ooh. Oh god. We're losing them. Okay. The pattern needs to be on the top. So we'll go like this. Okay. And then we'll fit everything together. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where'd it go? Fuck. One of the boosters popped out. Found it. Oh. And that's why we keep a flashlight. Because this has totally not happened ever before. Is it worth getting the Exalted Champion team if I don't have the complete Divine General team? You're missing Velzard, and you're missing the hero for Divine General. Okay, well, everyone is missing the hero who didn't summon for the hero, so would not correlate that together. Velzard is kind of important, but I don't know where you're getting her right now from. You stupid motherfucker. Maybe I have to finish this page. Now you fit together. Okay. That was an ordeal. Also, after a while, your fingers start to hurt because you're just pushing little tiny pieces together or you're just holding them. A lot of manual dexterity is required. Rowdy, GameStop's restocking Prismatic tomorrow. Are you going to wait in line? Or are you already in line? Are you watching me from the camping tent in front of your local GameStop? You're in your tent. I believe it. What else do you have to do, huh? Riddle me that. Did I ever answer that other guy's question? Should you get Velzard? I mean, Velzard's good. Well, I guess the question is where are you getting Velzard from? She's not like active right now, unless you're pulling her from a Tempest Medal of Honor ticket or something, or the New Year's ticket, or the 3.5 anniversary tickets. Like if you get her, but I mean, there's not a dedicated banner for you to summon on her, and I wouldn't really do that. Like Velzard's a good protector, yeah, but I wouldn't go blowing out your crystals for a protector that's a year old right now. Holy fuck, these pieces just don't like to fit together snugly, huh? What am I being scolded for, Cast? I think I'm missing some context here. Okay. Let's put these together. So you're up front. You're in the middle. And then you're right here with, again, the little notch thing facing up. Okay. Boosters. Done. Next. More boosters. G30 and 32. 30, 32. And then 29, 35, 35. Two 35s right here. All right, cool. Okay, we're gonna need more G's later, but I'm gonna put this back. So we got those. We need the other set. Clasher, Cast, did you finish with finals, both of you? Is that over and done with now? You poor little college kids. Unfortunately not. Oh. Ripperoni. Alright, yeah. How about we just finish this page? This is taking forever, and I'm getting hungry. Got some leftover spicy teriyaki to heat up. Hopefully I didn't need that piece. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Okay. Let's put this together. So we got this booster goes here. Okay. And then these two boosters. I don't think it matters where they go as long as they're in here. Yep, okay. Guess I'm not really putting them together in the camera focus again, huh? Boosters. Okay, and this will go. So the armor piece. This goes up. Like that. And then one of these goes here. Yeah, look at that. It fits together like a puzzle. Look at all the boosters, and then they can pop out. And then we're really boosting. Boop. Boost! Alright, that's one done. Okay, let's finish the other. Tried another round of Inferno 1. Just missed one single not blue orb. Got all the buffs, stack protector every turn, and I checked Leon stats compared with the Discord server teams. I'm around 3,000 attack behind. Yeah, that's an issue. 3,000 attack is a lot. Who's in your team though? Like, so you have Leon, Velzard, Jean. Who's the other 2 units that you're putting in there? Ritas? Ritas and the new Blanc, and you're still not doing 64 million damage? That, it's your attack stat's going to look a little bad. I'm assuming you then don't have access to enchanting as well. Although you can't really enchant for Aegis right now, so that's kind of a non-factor. Never mind. But so yeah, your main thing is just attack stats from whoever you're missing. Your support slots. How many stacks of the hero are you getting in a run typically? Like, manually count me how many you got, because most solid, I forgot to put this thing in. Most solidly built teams can get around 11 stacks. I think I found what the problem is, god damn it. If it's what you think it is, you're such a Wonka. You're such a Wonka. That's a new term. Okay. Another booster. Let's clear this off. Okay, see. Ooh, we're gonna finish out this. No, we have one extra piece here for something. C7 and C9. 7 and 9. Whoop. Bye-bye. C7, C9. Piece G. I need 2 of those. Interested to see what his mistake was. You did not level up the Masked Hero Protector skill. yeah, that might do it. You're getting what, like 2% magic stat instead of 20? I don't know what starts at as level 1, maybe 5%. But that's a rookie mistake right there. But if it makes you feel any better, it's one that I have also made on stream. Actually, very embarrassing. H9 and H10. H9, H10. Actually, there's been multiple times where I just have taken a unit in for a showcase after we got done summoning, and the chat is just screaming at me, and I'm just not paying attention because I'm too focused trying to figure out how the unit works. That when it just doesn't hit very hard, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I look at chat finally, and they're yelling, "You didn't level Renard up. You fucking idiot." I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, you're not alone. If that makes you feel any better. Okay, and then a whole bunch of H's. Okay. H1. Oh, this little wire thing. H1, H17. 17. And then a lot of O's. Oh. And then O1, O2. O1, O2. O13, O13. Almost done here. I don't know what these are for. This looks like the waste unit. Huh. Just a lot of spares. Oh. I turn around and Miku is just sitting at the desk staring at me. She is not thrilled. That cat is pissed that I'm not paying attention to her. Hey. Still in her vest as well. Can't take it off. She keeps trying to lick the spot, even with the vest on. So it means if I take it off, she's going to lick it, the raw skin. I know she just wants to clean it, but no. At least she didn't pull a Joker when it comes to summoning. Yeah, I pray that no one actually does that. That is the ultimate fail. Clash, should I tell you that I accidentally sold a Protector of Peace Xion dupe as well? It was a while ago, but I got her from some multi, and then the monthly refresh happened, and then I sold her in the shop. Not like the worst mistake ever, but I still sold a usable EX dupe. think that's actually good, but this one is not. Those are good. Well, maybe not that one. I don't think you're actually seeing what I'm doing, huh? Has this stream been a whole, like, a quarter of my hand and not actually seeing the model being built? I'm gonna feel real dumb about that if it is. Someone be honest with me. Maybe. Oh, great. Well, first time doing this setup, we've learned a few lessons, haven't we? Because I can't really, like, the phone is low enough. It's eye level pretty much, but half of it is being blocked by the holder part, so I can't actually see what's being shown. And I'm not smart enough to look down at the iPad and actually look at the screen itself. I'm just looking at chat. The camera is so zoomed. I don't think I can unzoom this camera, though. Yeah, I don't think I can. I think it's just the way it is. What if I... just try and raise it higher? Is that better? It looks better. My bad, guys. We'll make sure it's spot on for the next model building stream. No, I never said I was a professional model kit YouTuber. Let me get this one. I need to put these together. We can see 4 times more now. Okay, so yeah, sorry. My bad. Professional streamer. Yeah, but my other streaming stuff is just, it's a camera pointing at my face, or it's just looking at my monitor and whatever's going on that. It's not the same. Oop. Oh, that's going to need to be glued. That's for sure. Those things are popping off at first breath. Okay, so we got this piece. This goes... Okay, this goes out. Get in there. There we go. Okay. So that's in. We got this piece. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That made a not great sound being pushed together. Just gonna be quite honest with you with that. I don't know if you could hear that squeeze, like squeaking squawk noise, but oof, that is not the sound you want to hear when you're pushing model pieces together. Okay. Okay, and then the booster, I don't think it matters which direction it goes. Boom. Booster. Okay. Next. We're almost done. We just have to make this booster and then these two, I think, shoulder pieces. Extra shoulder pieces. And then we are done with the page, and I can go eat dinner. How's that looking? That's fine. Okay. That's cut. That's cut. That doesn't need to be cut. That was a terrible cut. There we go. I'm really... I haven't charged my light up glasses for models, so it, you know, they look like this, right? So they just kind of fold out, and then you hit the button right there, and it's got this light that you can angle down. I use these a lot, but they're dead. They also have a slot here where you can put in magnifying glass, so you can really see, but that gives me a headache after about 2 minutes. Because I do not need glasses, and trying to look through a magnifying glass constantly for 2.5 hours is not really how you want to treat your eyes. We're going to have to cut that. one too. Another pair of something you haven't charged. Yeah, I'm really bad at that. But also, I haven't had a reason to use them in like a month and a half. So of course they're just gonna be out of sight, out of mind. It's what I get for taking literally forever to finish model kits. Too busy making videos, too busy playing Expedition, too busy reading manga, too busy watching anime, too busy because I've got IRL shit going on, too busy for something. It's so hard being popular, guys. It's just so hard. That's a lie. I'm not popular. I think these were supposed to angle down. Oh yeah, they sure were. Whoops. $75% of those things, aren't you doing them alone? I sure am. I was actually supposed to be out tonight with some friends who I normally try and hang out with every week, but it ends up being like once every like 3 weeks, if not more, because we're adults and things come up. And so we text each other last minute and be like, hey, we gotta cancel. Okay, so these are angling down. Well, it doesn't want to angle down. Never use that tone of voice again. Which tone of voice? I can't remember. Oh, the unpopular one? The Valley Girl one? Clasher, you never let me speak my mind, okay? Feeling really put down, okay? Just let me be me. Let me speak however I want to speak, okay? See, I think at this point only Clasher will remember my Onichan. Everyone else is too new, and I haven't done that in so long. I haven't done that on stream in years, probably. But I'm sure if I did it now, Clasher would dox me just to punch me in the face. Alright, the piece is in. Oh, almost done. Okay. Booster. Done. Got a lot of K pieces. K. I don't even think I have K up here. I don't. Who's got the K pieces? M. K. A, B, L, N. It's all coming off one runner. Really? Six and 17. 6 and 17. I guess it is. Okay. What the fridge, man? Trust me, you won't enjoy it if I do the Onichan thing. See, the story behind that is, we watch anime, we play a slime game. We were making fun of the whole Onichan trope, but it was before I did my face reveal. So people thought it was just some cringy white guy saying Onichan in a cute little voice. And oh my god, people despised it. And then when I did my face reveal and I ended up being actually Asian, people were like, oh, well, I mean, it's still cringe as fuck, but it's not a white guy. Most people thought I was white before I did the face reveal, which, to be fair, I don't sound very Asian, do I? I'm the whitest thing you'll ever meet that has squinty eyes. But I was forced to do my face reveal, essentially, because at the time I was employed by Five9 Gaming, the group that used to be full of the Dokkan YouTubers. And they had moved into a whole, we want all our people who are doing podcasts and stuff to have face cam to make it more engaging. So it's either you turn face cam on or you don't take part in the podcast, which means that we don't pay you. And I was like, oh, well, I kind of want to do the Dokkan podcast. I also kind of want to get paid for spending my time doing it. So we did our face reveal prematurely, because originally I was like, I'm not going to do a face reveal until 10K, I think was the original milestone that I had set. And that would have been like a year ago. So obviously that didn't work. So we did the face reveal, and everyone was surprised to find out that I was not a white boy. Two eights. And then K18. 18. So it's better because you're one of them. It became less racist and just ironic at that point that I was making fun of myself, essentially. Even though I'm not Japanese, I'm Korean. So it's like, I'm not really part of that culture. Cultural appropriation, right? That's what we were doing. It's just worse when you're white and you're doing it, because, America. Apparently, the new Pope is American. He's from Chicago. Because the old Pope died and then they elected a new Pope because they have their own Pope elections. and it's the first American Pope. And I don't really know how to feel about that because, one, I'm not religious, so I don't really care who the fuck the Pope is because it has no bearing on my life. But also, American Pope? I didn't know you were allowed. I kind of thought they were all European. I know other popes came from other countries, but like, maybe just because we've never had an American Pope, it never came up. Yeah, as long as you don't try and shove your religion down my throat, then we can be as close friends as anybody. But if you start begging me to go to church and you're like, "Hey, I think God wants a word with you," or something like that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. I don't mind that you go to church. I think all of my family goes to church except me and my parents. Like all of my cousins and uncles and aunts, they're all religious in some way, shape, or form. And I distinctly remember when I was like 10 or something, and I was living in bumfuck Ohio. My mom was like, "Okay, you're old enough to make this decision now on your own. Do you want to go to church like the rest of our family do?" Even though none of the family lives remotely close to us, because we've always lived kind of far away from the extended family. They all live in like Texas or Minnesota, which is why I'm going to Minnesota. But like, do you want to go to church or do you not want to go to church? And I said, let's not go to church. And they said, okay. And now the only reason I've been to church is to appease some very, very close friends who had something going on, or because in high school I had a crush on a girl. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go to church with you. And then I quickly found out that dating a church girl is not on a list of priorities for me. Okay, so if you're looking this way, we want the dot to go that way. You'll go in there, and then you'll go in here, and you can only go one way here. Perfect. And let's do it again. I hear you, Cat. We're almost done. We gotta finish like 2 more things. Okay. More K stuff. K2 or K13? What is this? I don't know what this says. One of them is just longer. I think it's the place where it hooks into the shoulders. Yeah, right here. Let's just use the shorter ones then. K1 and K2? K1 and K2. Well, let's do K2 first. K2, K4. K7. They're both 7s. And K9. It's this giant slab. Okay, so we put you here. You're a panel that opens. Okay. And then you go right there. You go there. And then this giant slab of thing goes here. I can't remember what this was on the white glint. I can't remember which piece that is. Also, I didn't cut the parts off of you. You fool. Okay. That one's done. Now for the other. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours, and I have completed how many pages? 1, 2. 3 hours, and I've done 2 pages. Yeah, good lord. No wonder I would never be a model kit building YouTube channel. That would take literally forever. What an embarrassment. What an actual joke. I do want to finish this by like before I go to Minnesota. I think that's the goal. I might not stream the rest of it. I might stream the start of the next model kit because that's actually a Gundam and it'll be a lot easier. But I don't want this thing sitting around any longer than it already has been. Didn't cut those off. I just missed one. Okay, lame. Okay. that way. Okay. That is done. We'll make the guns later. I just have to build one thing. No, we don't have to build that. Okay. Let's put it together. That way we can say we accomplished something today. And then the rest of it's just accessories and stuff. Okay. You could finish Elden Ring before the model. I already have finished Elden Ring. More like finish Expedition 33, which I probably will. I don't think I'm that far away. Okay, so here are the legs. Done. Let's put the arms in. Oh, that came off. That's not great. There's a lot of sticky out pieces right here that and the head. All right, and the boosters, how do the boosters go on? And then these boosters on the back. And then the shoulders, the shoulder pieces. Oh, don't be like that. It doesn't want to go in the hole. one more piece. One more piece, and then we can show you. Okay. I give you the white glint. Let me stand her up and we'll unhook this. It's very white. I'm also missing the hands, I'm missing the guns, but it is standing and it is mostly complete. It needs some panel lining, which I'm not very good at, but at least we can say we've pretty much finished it. There's so many little spiky points now that if I try and do anything to it, I know I'm gonna snap one off, like this little thing on the leg. That looks kind of goofy. Yeah, well, he's got the shoulder boosters back here. They like extend out even further. And then these are supposed to be missile pods, I believe. And then he would have 2 rifles, one in each hand. But, I mean, he's supposed to look like that. With a lot of stickers and everything. And then there's that extension right there that I was talking about. I wonder if that's... It looks a lot better when it's, like, done. But we're done, mostly. We're like 95%. Where's his neck? Oh, there's no neck. It's just the head is just there. It's a giant mech. It doesn't need a neck. And plus, when he's transformed and he's in like super flight, the head goes like even further down into the body, so it's protected, so it's streamlined, according to the lore. It has no neck. It's not like a Gundam that actually is like fairly humanoid. But like the Strike Freedom has a definite like human-ish head. The Wing Zero, and then the Death Scythe, and then the 00, the Quanta, the Heavy Arms. We have a lot of models, and then we got all these boxes down here. That Gundam has 2 schlongs. Which one? This guy? The railguns? He's actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 5. 13 guns. Yeah, because he's got the 2 railguns. He's got the chest cannon right here. He's got 1 beam rifle in each hand, and each of these blue things on the back, they all shoot off, and they're like remote control lasers. Okay, but that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. You don't feel threatened? Nah. If you knew who this Gundam's pilot was, you wouldn't feel threatened, mostly. But I'm gonna go eat dinner now. Thanks for chillaxing with me for 3 hours while I make 0 progress, but we actually did make progress. So, yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day, night, whatever time zone you're in. But I'll see you guys later.